Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class. We have wonderful energies today, which are ideal to get together with loved ones, to spend time together, to celebrate and to celebrate life, and to also try something new together, to make new experiences, to just be happy together. And as some of you may know, I lost the closest person to me, frankly, not even 2 weeks ago, and therefore the guides have started a little series about processing grief. And they say, although we have such wonderful energies and hopefully you can use them, this is what life is. There is the happy side, and there is also a side where it can be a little challenging to process the changes which are occurring. And of course, those changes are happening, and we've got so many at the moment that we really have to process a lot, all of us. So they really like to help us. So I hope this helps, as always, and just let me know if you need some help, or if you would like to know a little bit more about whatever it is related to this. Okay, so on the feet, here we go. And as you know, I'm always a little ahead with the videos, about a month, so we are in early February and it is really cold, so an extra layer on top of your workout gear is what really is recommendable. And as you can see, wool is just beautiful, and also this little shirt is really warm, although it may not look like it. And of course I have some socks, so be careful to not slide. Okay, so here we go. The little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. The two sit bones together, and then it's like a fountain coming through the top of your head, ribs together, navel towards your spine, and relax your knees and elbows. And here we go with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. So make sure to not push anything, to just lengthen, thinking of the fountain, and then your arms should be relaxed and easy moving. So little fingers towards the thumbs, everything's long, ribs together, and relaxing. Okay, so one more, little fingers towards the thumbs, lengthening, ribs together, and releasing. Okay, other way, palms facing the back, thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening, everything's long, and releasing. Okay, there's a little, now it's fine. Okay, thumbs towards the little fingers. If you notice there's any inconvenience, it's always a good idea to address it, whatever it is. Little massage. Sometimes stroking the body can be good. Just like that. Okay, so with that same muscle coordination, we'll go to the end of the mat. Just lengthening again. I hope you can see everything. Lengthening, lowering, and anyway, you can knit this by yourself. If you can knit a scarf, you can do all this, right? Okay, so of course you can bend your legs, and you can put some books, yoga blocks, or a little chair underneath so you can reach the floor, whatever you need. It's all good. Hips parallel to the floor, and now from here, breathing in. On the out breath, lengthen the back, and just release, breathing in. Make sure you're not here, overstretching. but maintaining the line from your sit bones to your head. And release. And one more, lengthening and releasing. And energy just flowing back, let the blood flow back. Now we're repeating this, looking to the middle finger, doing a little circle with your arm up and down, and the arm is just floating. So it's not about the arm, it's about the lengthening and the turning of the upper body, right? So here we go. Lengthening, breathing in, lengthening, and on the out breath, looking at the middle finger, lengthening slowly, and navel in to go down and relax. You don't have to turn that much, please. Yeah, go really slowly, and to where you can go or where you can get, that's fine. No problem. It's not about how far you can get. It's all about the lengthening before the turning, and that we reprogram our body to be able to do that, or to do that, because very often we turn without lengthening, and of course no problem when you're young, but when you get to end of 40s, 50s and onwards, especially after menopause, for the women, you've got to be careful. Good. Okay, so now they say we're just relaxing the body, just seeing how it goes. Yeah, maybe you want to stretch, just feel if there's anything that feels weird or tense, or maybe you've got a little pain somewhere like I have in my hip. And of course, the other thing, maybe you want to shake a little bit. If you are grieving, you can have more physical pain, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're worse off physically, yeah? I feel that the contractions are healing now, bit by bit, because I have a lot of exercise, not here, but in general, so it takes a little longer than otherwise, but it's more painful, yeah? So that's just how it goes. Okay, and yeah, they just say, yeah, you're almost right, because we start in double attitude, meaning we're starting with both legs bend. It's not a comfortable position, I know, but just try to lengthen a little bit more. It's all about the lengthening here, up and down, yeah, not about lifting the leg. It's about the lengthening of the upper body, and you notice here, maybe you even feel cramps, and you think, I can't do this. Then just keep massaging, yeah, and everything's fine. Okay, so from here, I'm on the one sit bone, and I'm thinking two sit bones together, relaxed here, elbows, and then I think about the fountain, and then it either lifts my leg or it doesn't, but it activates those muscles, and if anybody is sad about having cellulitis or something, yeah, this makes it better. Lengthening, well actually it makes it disappear. And one more, lengthen, and yes, fourth one, I do 4, lengthening, and don't aim for lifting the leg, no, aim for the length, and then you notice how, it's a hard one, yes, how much it strengthens, but it's good. Okay, so from here, same thing, lengthening. Wow, I noticed the contraction, the energy wanting to go in, and that's the thing, it's really about trying to send it out, okay? So lengthen, that's what contractions are, or how they feel like incoming energy, and to really concentrate and send it from the center out, that's the fountain, and out, that's what we do. So here, in this position, it's a lot easier. Why didn't we do that before? You notice now, because we're lengthening here, and I'm taking this arm to indicate the direction, nothing else, yes? So it's all about the fountain in the leg, as before, same thing. Nothing here, navel. It's all about the lengthening and lengthen. So try to see if you can lengthen a little bit more here, and then the leg as well. I do one more, lengthen. Okay, now the biggest possible circle coming up and lengthening here. And I feel this is better. Lengthening. Okay, other side. Let's see. We put it to the test at the end of this side. So you can see this side is a lot easier for me, and that's not surprising that we feel it's very different. Yes. So same thing, lengthening on one sit bone, I'm sitting, and then lengthening here and relax. And one more time, lengthening, and really try to feel the legs. And one more time, and feel the legs. Yes, and now lengthening, and long. Yeah, I'm trying to feel the difference from the energy out in this leg and how it felt with the other leg. Lengthening. Always give yourself the time to feel, because that's what it's about. Lengthening. It's about directing the energies through your body. Now we've got this line here and the arm, and now we're concentrating or focusing on the upper body, lengthening it, and then the leg just out is just doing it by itself. And lengthening through the head, nothing here, it's all relaxed. And I do one more, lengthening. I think we've been doing 4, but you know, it's always like one more, so I'm not sure. Now, the biggest possible circle to lengthen, if you notice, it's always your intuition over mine. Yeah, it seems better. A little, it's like little by little. Okay. So if you feel like you need one more or 2 more, go for that. Or you need a little less, do that. Yes? Okay, so here's some tension. Okay, what do they want next? Okay, just stay here. We want some abs. Okay, so it's about getting centered. And being centered is always an important thing anyway. This is where your strength is. Not only your physical strength. From here, sit bones, navel, where it all starts, big muscles. Little toes in line with your hips or muscle line. And we take the hands behind our head. And now, from the sit bones to your head, you lengthen it. You lengthen until here. So it's not, I just take the arm away so you can see it. It's not anything like this. Yes, that's not good for your head. Lengthen here. Yeah, so you're trying to find the legs at the front and at the back. Okay, so here we are, biggest possible circle, not necessarily as high as I could go. It's as long as I can be, okay? And lower. If you notice tension at the back of your head, please push a little with your head against the hands, and then you notice the difference, and you notice you're better. Okay, breathing in. On the out breath, lengthening. So, okay, right, they're showing me a little, some games, abs, okay, so up we go again, navel, in, and now we're lifting the legs. They are hip wide, parallel, bend 90 degrees, and you just let the energy flow through your heels, navel is in. If you can't hold that, if it comes out, then try it with one leg, right? First, okay? But only do what you can with the navel in. Otherwise, navel out, pushing up is not helpful, okay? Breathing in. And sit bones to your head, lengthening. And again, 90 degrees, energy through the heels. And now, I'm turning my feet so my my toes point once to the right, once to the left, and that actually, while the heel stays in place. So it's like this, right? And don't do too many, as I'm saying, navel in, and if it comes out, that's the end of the game. If it wants to come out, it's the end of the game actually. This is happening, helping with the diagonal abs. So you're using all layers, and that's why we're doing this big circle, because you're using all the layers of your abs. So energy through the heels, and I'm just repeating this. Just repeating. And release. Okay, right, and they've got another game in that same position. So up we go, lengthening. You only do what you feel is necessary. If that's too much, skip it, go to the next one, right? Okay, so from here, I've got my feet long, and now I'm touching on the floor. The important thing is that I'm thinking of drawing one line with my big toe. Yeah, it's not possible to totally draw one line, but the important thing is that you don't do this coming very close, because that does not do it for you. So you need to think of lengthening, and at the same time lengthening the upper body, and always relax in between. So put your feet down again, little toes in line with the hips or muscle line, and then coming up again, we do that one more time, either with one leg, or if that was not too challenging, with both. Yes, navel in, navel in, navel in, navel in, and relax. Okay, yes, and maybe you want to relax your back a little bit, maybe a little bit more, as I always like to do, grabbing my thighs, elbows close, head down, navel in and long, and then just rolling here. Yeah, and my body always wants the legs up. That's also something that's really helpful for the lymphatic, is it lymphatic or lymphatic? I don't know, lymphatic system. So get everything out. Okay, relaxing the legs here. And again, hands behind your head, they say. Okay, we're going on with that. Okay, strengthening the center. Okay, sit bones to the head, lengthening, coming up. And now I'm lengthening my legs. And of course you can bend them. Only criteria is sit bones and heels in line and lengthening here. So you can either be here, you can have bent legs. As long as your navel's in and you think of lengthening, you're good. Okay, so this was the basis for everything that's coming next. Again, lengthening coming up, 90 degrees. Wherever you are, you can be here, right? Now you've got your heels and your toes together, the big toes. Now you're opening the big toes, leaving the heels together, which turns the legs. If you do classical ballet, this is a brilliant turnout exercise. If you are like a normal person, this is very helpful to reaffirm your inner thighs. So if you like that, otherwise it's just lengthening the legs, and a great thing for your lymphatic, please correct me if that's incorrect, system. So you just manage to get it out. Lengthening and relax. Okay, and now in that same position, sit bones to your head, coming up. We're doing little turns with the hips, lengthening. You're not lifting your butt off, you're just in that position, and because you think sit bones and navel together, you can turn your hips. And do it slowly. If you do it for the first time, please do it slower than I do. Please don't turn too much. Really think of like your navel in is your anchor, and it really goes down. And then the
movements happen around this. Okay, so yes, here we go, relaxing. Is there anything more to do? Yes, there is, but please relax your back first. Okay, relax. Yeah, they want to do some leg exercises from here. Okay, I get that. But in case we have some new people here, which does not necessarily mean that you can't do anything, please, yes? It just means you're new on this channel. So, there are two options for the next exercise. One is abs exercises we just did, and I will do it in that way. The other way to do it is, hang on, what do they show me? So, on the floor, and then grab your leg. So you can either do it here, or if you feel more secure with one arm here, then do it this way, that the arm is long on that side where you bend the leg and work the leg. Yes, other way around doesn't work well. Or you do it here, okay, which is what I will do in a moment. But I won't be as much up, I will be in a position where I'm lengthening my upper body and really feel the weight of my head, which makes a difference in my upper body. But you try that for yourself, because you try whatever is most helpful for you. You feel that in your body. So you can either do it here, it's sliding out the leg, little toe in line with your hip or muscle line, sit bone, heel, and then you do a slight flex, which only means that you think of the length behind the leg and that you're not lifting from your quadriceps, but lengthening from the triceps, lengthening the upper body, and then it's like it's coming together. Yeah, but of course your leg does not come up to your head. Right. Hopefully not, right? Yeah, could be a little bit more, a little bit too much. So bending in, and we do 4, then we change legs, do 4 with the other leg, and then your leg goes up as before. You can bend it, same criteria, little toe, hips or muscle line, and then sit bone and heel, sit bone, yes, or here, but your knee is always relaxed. So what you do is you lengthen the upper body while lengthening the leg, so it's again here, and then from here when you bend the leg, it's not on the floor, it's in that line, sit bone, heel, and when you bend it, don't think in, think lengthening here, the upper body, and think energy out of your knee, as if your knee was like drawn upwards, and then you notice that you have more freedom in your hip, which is what we're working on. Okay, so then he goes up again, and lengthening, and in, you lengthen here and through the knee. Okay, so there's always space in your hip. Other version, and now I'm doing it, so from here, lengthening, I'm lengthening, and I could also have one hand here and one hand behind my head, right? So whatever I need, I can do that. Okay, so we do 4. Here we are now, lengthening. Really feel the length, yeah? I'm now feeling the length in my psoas, which is what I need to stretch, so maybe I will use that exercise a little bit to do a little stretch each time. Lengthening, lengthening, pulling that leg towards. That gives it a little stretch each time, so I have to slow down a bit at the end. One more. Nothing that we have done 4. Lengthening up. Okay, now changing the legs. 4 on the other side. And don't be strict. If you notice on one side, I need to do one more, like me, I need to investigate something, yeah, on one side, then go for that. Follow your intuition. This is helping your body. It's lengthening. I can do it here, like without my hand. And this is only personal, it's not part of the exercise, yeah? This is just what I notice I need to do here. Lengthen today. Up, apart from, yeah, now there's some tension here. Let's see how we can relax that. Release that. One more. Navel in. and knee up. Not in, it's lengthening and knee up. And lengthen. Yeah, and it's great because there's no pain, and there has been pain for years. So this is so good. Lengthen. And lengthening. And in. Wow. One more. When we exercise in this way, the body is processing a lot and it's releasing so much tension. It's really helpful. Okay, so here we go. Lengthening. Navel in. And lengthening. Navel in. Always make sure when you're in this position that there's no tension. Yeah, of course, when you are in the other position, it's important to really work down here and not tense your shoulders. Very often it comes from our jaw, yes? So then we've got a stiff neck, upper back. Wow, okay, just relaxing. So it really comes from here and then it goes all the way down here. We like to tense the shoulders. We know it. Okay, so just relax your back, whatever you need. And I'm wondering what's next. Wow! Side push-ups they show me, okay. So here we go. Strength. Right, so the shoulders in line with the hips and the heels. Now I'm bracing my upper shoulder blade. I'm positioning my hand here so the energy through my elbow comes that way and it won't come up this way, and what happens actually is what you can see. So from here, we're lengthening. We're not lifting, pushing, yeah? We're lengthening. Hope you can see that. And then it's like a circular movement and an even bigger circle to go down, right? And again, your intuition over mine, so if the guides tell me now that we're doing 6, you do what you can do. And if you don't come up, it's no problem because it's a hard exercise. And the important thing is the lengthening. We can all go up get up somehow, yes? Getting our bodies, strengthening, pulling everything together. Yeah, but that's not what it is. That's actually how we can injure it, and we don't need that. We need to lengthen at the same time as we are using our strength, which is something that the muscle does not want. It wants to be lengthened or it wants to be strengthened. It doesn't want both at the same time. That's the hardest task. But if you do that very slowly, focused, concentrating, patient, this is so helpful. Lengthening, because it helps you to be more lengthened even if you get older, and that prevents injury. Okay, so now either here, and then you lengthen your legs. By the way, if your legs are coming up while you're doing the push-ups, you sink them diagonally down into the ground. Yeah, so it's lengthening here or here and lower. And again, lengthening and lower. And now what I do is I do a little muscle test, which is a joke, really, okay? So if you can't do it and you can bend your legs, laugh about it. So it's only big circle, trying to come up, trying to do it very slowly so you can see it. And this is just to see whether my muscles work together. Okay, so relaxing a little bit because there's something in my back which is interesting. So I give it a little massage.
Okay, and then we do the other side. Okay, so shoulders, hips and heels in line, embracing the upper shoulder blade, positioning the hand here, elbows in that direction, and now I'm lengthening everything, coming up and lowering, and lengthening. As I'm saying, it's not about coming up, it's about the lengthening, because you will notice that the lengthening is the biggest strengthening part. If you then come up, it's not much more. The moment you manage to come up, you'll notice. So aim for the length. For the length, I'm trying to find even more length. And then it's harder, as you can see now with me, hopefully. Trying to really find length through the head. Oh yeah, that was an interesting one. Lengthening. I need to do one more because I need to investigate something there, to feel something there. Yep. And lengthening. Wow. Okay, now the stretch, we're either here or here, and then really lengthening and lowering. Yes, and lengthening. Always make sure also that your wrists are relaxed. This is the tension there, through your fingers. And now, the little game at the end, lengthening. Yes. And I don't know if you could see that, but at the end there was a little hiccup, and that was the contraction. That was the muscle not wanting to work in the team. Okay, so let's see what else we have. No, the guides say that this is it, that we're just, you do whatever you need to finish the class, and we're done, we're good. So, I thank you very, very much for participating in today's class. And of course, please, if you did not subscribe so far, please do that now. Also to my weekly energy updates from the guides on YouTube, Hike About It, and their daily dose, which you find on Instagram at Hike Dance. If you need any more information about the grieving process or about the curing journey of my hip, here I am, and I'm very much willing to answer all your questions, because I know we just need some information sometimes, and I'm very much willing to share in case it's necessary, or desired. So, thank you very, very much for being here. Lots and lots of love, and take care. I'll see you for the next workout.